like to call Maria Santos versus Carla Ramos. We're here to discuss the case of cyberbullying and defamation under RA 10175, the Cybercrime Prevention Act. We will now proceed with the opening statement. Prosecutor, you will now begin.
Thank you, Your Honor. Damaging actions of the defendant, Carla Ramos, who used the social media to spread false accusations about my client, Maria Santos. This false statement went viral, causing significant harm to Maria's reputations and emotional well-being and her relationship with classmates and friends. Maria did nothing wrong. She became the target of the various accusations, all because of the Carla's interests and malicious posts. We intend to prove that the posts made by Carla are not false, but were intended to harm. We ask this court to hold Carla accountable under the Cybercrime Prevention Act for cyber libel. That's all.
Thank you, Prosecutor. Defense, you will now proceed with your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. While my client, Carla Ramos, was acknowledged the post made on Facebook, we are told that they are not made with any malicious intent. Carla was still absent due to personal misunderstanding with Maria. She acted in haste and posted her frustration online without fully thinking about consequences. It was not Carla's intention to cause Maria harm, but rather to express her own feelings of betrayal. Carla will testify that she has since regretted her action and attempt to reach out to Maria to apologize. We ask that the court consider these facts and conclusion that this was an unfortunate and inclusive mistake rather than a deliberate attempt to defame. That's all, Your Honor.
Thank you, Defense. We will now proceed to the testimony of the plaintiff, Maria Santos. Maria, please take the stand. And please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth and the testimony you give?
Yes, I do.
You now proceed. Prosecutor, please proceed.
So, Maria, please tell in the court what happened when you saw Carla's post on Facebook.
On April 1, when I opened my Facebook and saw that Carla had posted multiple messages accusing me of something I didn't do. The post claimed that I was spreading lies about her and that I was involved in something harmful to her reputation. The claim was completely false.
How this post affect you?
Well, as the posts were shared by many people and it became quickly viral, it felt like my whole world were turning upside down. And people started gossiping me, especially at school. And I noticed that some of my friends keep distancing themselves from me. It made my mental health suffer, and it also affected my school performance. And lately, I have been through difficulty sleeping, thinking and asking myself why it happened to me and what did I do? Because I've never been through this situation before, and one day it just happened, so it affected me so much.
So, Maria, did you attempt to contact Carla in this photo post?
Yes, on that day, I sent her messages to take down the post and to talk about the issue. But the day passed by, she never responded to me. And I also talked to some of our classmates who were aware of that post, but no one yet helped me.
Thank you, Maria. Your Honor, no further questions.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
So, Maria, you mentioned that Carla's posts were false. Were you aware that Carla was upset with you for these messages?
Yes, Carla had expressed her frustrations to some of our classmates. She seemed angry, but I didn't think that it could lead anything like this.
So, you were aware that Carla was upset with you, but you didn't think it would escalate to this post. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. I didn't expect her to go public with it and cause alarm.
If Carla posted her messages, was it possible that she was simply trying to defend herself from what she believed were rumors about her?
I can say for sure, but the thing is, she posted were completely false, and I had no idea when either part spread it to rumors.
Thank you, Maria. No further
and raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and the testimony you give? So help me God.
Yes, I do.
You may have a seat. Attorney, please proceed.
So, Carla, can you please tell the court about the proposed Carla?
At that day, I was so frustrated with Maria because she was telling me behind my back I was telling rumors about me. I feel betrayed, and that day, I posted on Facebook about how much it was hurt, and I didn't think about how much it was at that time. But now I realize that my actions was wrong, and I deeply regret it.
Did you make any attempts to apologize for Carla after the post you made?
Yes, I tried to message and apologize to her, but she didn't respond. I wanted to apologize, I wanted to make things right, but it seems like she didn't want to talk to me.
So, Carla, you did not intend for your post to go viral or to damage Maria's reputation. Is that correct?
Yes, I never intended to hurt or harm Maria. It was all out of frustrations, and I deeply regret it.
Thank you, Carla, for your response.
Thank you, Carla Ramos, for your testimony. We will now hear the testimony of the witness. Please call the witness to the stand.
Your Honor, we call Michelle to witness to take the stand.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and the testimony you give? So help me God.
Yes, I do.
You may have a seat.
So Michelle, please tell in court what you know about Carla's post.
So I saw the post on Facebook. They spread really fast, and a lot of people talking about it. So it was clear that Carla Ramos accusing Maria Santos of things that were not untrue, and it was affected Maria. She was really upset, and it showed it in her behavior at school.
Thank you, Michelle. No further questions.
Defense attorney, do you have any question to the witness?
No questions for the witness, Your Honor.
Thank you. Witness, thank you for your statement. I will now review the evidence and the testimony presented. Both parties foresee a final ruling after the consideration of the fact and applicable laws under the Cybercrime Prevention Act. This court is now adjourned.